Hey everyone, this is Roldy again. So I'm back after taking a break from making videos since I've been getting destroyed in Great League and Great League Remix. Now we're back with Ultra League Remix. I'm running my Fighter Double Flyer line, but this is a remix version with Toxicroak, Mandibuzz, and Driftblim. The Toxicroak is level 41, so it has decent regular IVs. The Mandibuzz is level 50 with the best buddy boost. It's a hundo. And the Driftblim is level 47. So let's get into these battles and see how they go. Um, Trying to recover some elo here. Trying to get into the expert range if possible. So first battle against Flatteron FV. We have Toxicroak against Needle Queen. This isn't terrible for Toxicroak because I do resist the poison jabs and I can hit for super effective with the Mud Bomb. So over at farm, I need to really learn the counts for Earth Power because I tend to shield this. I thought this maybe they did build up to an Earth Power here, but they baited. But then the second time, I should have been aware that this is still a Poison Fang, and I made the mistake of shielding again. So that was a big mistake on my part. Even as I pressed the shield, I knew like this is just a Poison Fang. It can't be an Earth Power at this point. But let's see if we can take at least switch here. We're down 2 shields, which is not great. I'm gonna switch immediately into my own Mandibuzz. Theirs looks like it's a 98% maybe. It's not best buddied. So Scrafty here. This is not too bad for Mandibuzz. I think just going straight Aerial Ace, you do end up beating the Scrafty, but they are up 2 shields as well. So again, that's not good. They are going to just keep ramping up their power with the power up punches, just going power up punch after power up punch. But as you can see, they're not shielding yet, which is pretty bold. And they're just going to keep hitting me with power up punches. I'm okay with that. And if you can see, I'm also running Dark Pulse on my Mandibuzz. I'm not running Foul Play. So far, I haven't found a reason to change it to Foul Play. I really like the extra damage that you get from Dark Pulse, and Aerial Ace has the same amount of energy as Foul Play, so if you need a bait or pretend you're throwing another Foul Play or something, Aerial Ace covers that. So far it's been good. I like the extra damage that you're able to do. So this is not looking very good for me. Am I able to get a Sludge Bomb? I am. Nice. Just in time. Let's see how much damage this does if they don't shield. They don't shield. So they have 1 shield left. I have a full health Driftblim, but it's not looking very good for Driftblim as there are 2 dark types in the back. So I'm gonna just go back in with Mandibuzz, try to get this Mandibuzz to throw its energy at me. I'm gonna try to catch an Aerial Ace, but I missed the swap there, but I am able to get an extra Snarl, which is fine. Let's see if I can catch it this next time. And they end up catching on me, which is fine because it's Scrafty. This is the move I would have thrown at Scrafty anyways. They let it go, so at this point I know that I can just... And they throw the Aerial Ace. I actually did catch it this time, which is nice. And now I can just go to an Icy Wind. It's going to force them to use their last shield. I do win CMP against the Mandibuzz, as Mandibuzz has a low attack stack since it's so defensive and HP heavy. And now this game is looking like in my favor because their health is too low and the timer is almost up. As you can see, any match with Mandibuzz, the timer tends to... there's a lot of battles that have been won or lost due to the timer, but my Mandibuzz has slightly more health than theirs. Thankfully, I do take that game even with that horrible start. Check out my EV Cup. Thank you, Richard, for that. All right, next battle. Okay, you see I'm in the 2500s. I did dip really low into the 2300s during the Great League Remix, so I'm trying to recover some points. I was very close to expert during Master League, and then I tanked horribly. So this is not a horrible lead. It's pretty nice. I do resist the counters, and they throw a Leaf Blade, which makes me think they're running Leaf Blade Night Slash, so I'm not going to shield the next one, as I do resist it. But Toxicroak is not the thickest boy, and plus mine is not like a real XL one. It's level 41. It was a lucky trade shiny, so it would have been good before XLs, but now like it is a little squishy. So even resisted things hit it hard. Mandibuzz does comfortably win this match against Snorlax, as it is resisting the licks, and it's so tanky that the body slams don't do a ton of damage. And they can't really go for superpower just yet, as they will be getting debuffed, and then these dark pulses. This is why I like dark pulse. It does hit a little harder than foul play. It does take one more snarl to get to, I believe, the first two times, and then it kind of like the residual energy catches up on the third or fourth. But I like the extra damage that it does. So I'm going to switch here and try to catch a body slam on my Drifblim, which I do succeed at, which is very nice. And they switch out. This is probably a Night Slash. Do I let it go? I let it go. Because they were either running Brave Bird, and then they decided to quit there. So that's fine with me. Because they were either running Brave Bird, but they threw the double Leaf Blade, so I assumed that Night Slash was coming. But I know I can tank one. Let's see. Third match here. So I'm going to showcase two sets from today. My two best sets. I went all positive today with this team, so it's actually working really nice. I was running Shadow Machamp originally before Toxicroak, but noticing that my team is very vulnerable to Charmers now, as I used to run my original fighter double flyer had Machamp and Talonflame and Drifblim, which had some Talonflame was able to counter the Charmers as well. So Toxicroak's actually been a really nice substitution. And Mandibuzz is super fun. As you can see, it just destroyed that Executor. And here they have their answer is the Snorlax, which again, we just saw that Snorlax can't really hang with Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz is extremely tanky. I feel like it's even tankier than Umbreon sometimes. It's pretty ridiculous. And yeah, mine's luckily I got 100. And I got it actually Best Buddy the day after Ultra League ended. So I was very excited for Ultra League to come back so I can actually try it full powered. They do superpower there, which is fine. I'm going to throw a Dark Pulse here. And let's see. Do I decide to stay or do I switch? I might wait till they actually dump their energy on my Mandibuzz, because they have to kind of go for Outrage, because Octazooka will not take out Mandibuzz from this range. Maybe from here it will. Let's see. They overfarm a little bit. They throw their Octazooka. I can go in with Drifblim and shield whatever they throw, but I get to Icy Wind first. So they don't get to the Outrage just yet. And they shield, and they decide to quit. So it's already 2 games in a row that you can see. And I had 2 shields left. So this team has been pretty great as of today. Unless the meta shifts. Or as I get higher in Elo, things change a little bit. But Jellicent lead, I switch immediately into Drifblim and just try to match them, because I know that I make a mistake here. Clearly, this is a Bubble Beam, and I shield like an idiot. It's clearly only 4 hexes. I don't know why. Or Bubble, whatever they're running. 4 is only enough for a Bubble Beam. Yeah, sometimes it's just the game's been so laggy lately that sometimes I'm not sure. I don't trust my own counting. But yeah, that was clearly a waste of a shield there. Which is fine. Let's see what happens. I mean, Drifblim here is just gonna debuff the hell out of this Snorlax, and because they stayed long enough, or their switch clock is not up yet, I'm gonna let this go because they are debuffed. So I'm gonna just tank it since I'm also down a shield, so there's no reason to shield this. Let's see what they come back in with. I'm assuming they don't come back in with their Jellicent, which is interesting. I'm just gonna go throw Mud Bombs. I think everything Toxicroak has is resisted. Gliscor resists everything, so this is actually a really hard counter to my team. But we're gonna stay in and see what we can do. But Mandibuzz actually, okay. Luckily, I did have that. I forgot I had some energy left, so I'm gonna get that shield, switch immediately to Mandibuzz, catch the resisted debuff Night Slash, which will force him to go into Jellicent, and I already know they have Bubble Beam, so I don't have to shield anything from Jellicent. I mean, they can debuff me all they want, but there's no way they can beat this Mandibuzz with their Jellicent. And they throw a Shadow Ball, which does more damage than Bubble Beam. It's just kind of a waste of energy at this point. And I throw the aerial ace there just to kind of be able to farm down and have enough energy to throw at the Gliscor. And I do still have my Drift Limb, so I can easily swap out in order to take off debuff of Mana Buzz and get my attack stat back up. And let's see here. So I switch. I guess I'm just tanking these because I know that Gliscor can only throw Night Slashes. It can't throw an Earthquake at me because it's also double resisted. So Mana Buzz is actually a pretty good counter to Gliscor. As you can see, the timer's coming up. You're running Mana Buzz on your team. It's like the equivalent running like a Cresselia and Open Great League. It's going to make a lot of matches time up. So there we go. Good game. Able to come back after another horrible shielding intro. So I did two horrible calls myself in the lead, and I'm still able to win those matches, thankfully. A lot of A9 leads, which is why Machamp was not working for this team, and just like Toxicroak's almost like the perfect balance for this team given its weaknesses. So I do switch into, and I catch a Dazzling Gleam, which is not great. I was hoping I'd probably catch a Psyshock. So let's see how we play the rest of this match. We're not in a good situation. Rock Slide is going to hurt. It might take 2 Rock Slides to take out Mana Buzz, though. I don't think 1 will be enough. But they are going to come out with a lot of energy, as you can see. It's not enough, so they're probably going to farm up enough to have 2 Rock Slides ready. And okay, so I'm going to let this go. I lost count of where they are at this point, so I make misplays with my shields. I do have a shield advantage, so I'm afraid that this might be an Earthquake, so I decide to shield. They bait me, and then they throw again, and I decide to let this go, hoping that this is a Rock Slide. And luckily it was. They didn't have enough energy for the Earthquake, and I'm going to throw the Sludge Bomb and hope to get the last shield or take it out. And I should have switched the... no, never mind. This is a Powder Snow. I'm not able to get to it, though. I should have baited there. I do leave. I should have definitely baited. Could have been a 5-0. And that happened to me a few times today where... Toxicroak doesn't guarantee to be a little Ninetales. You do have to bait at least once to solidify that win. And I wasn't baiting at all, thinking that I had... But Toxicroak's so squishy, it doesn't make it to the second Sludge Bomb. Even if it's especially if it's a Charm. Alright, so good lead. A lot of scrafty leads here, which is why I also really like running Toxicroak. So Driftloom hard walls most Nidoqueens, unless we're running Stone Edge, which I feel like it's only happened once where I've been Stone Edged by Nidoqueen, which is a very spicy moveset to run, but again, it only really comes in handy when you're walled by a flyer, and especially Dripline because it resists the poison and it resists the ground moves. So I'm going to try to come out of this with a lot of energy. I'm going to keep my shields. It's sometimes debatable whether I should go in with... Well, they gave up switch, so that's fine. I think this game is over. Sometimes it's debatable whether I should go in with Driplim or if I should go in with Mana Buzz on the Nidoqueen, depending on what I predict would be in the back. Because if there's a Charmer in the back, it's best to go in Mana Buzz. It's safer to go in Mana Buzz. Sometimes like the Drifblim switch in, even though it's such a hard wall, doesn't work out if there is a Charmer in the back. And that could still be the case, which is why they keep bringing in this on Toxicroak. I mean, something in the back is weak. Toxicroak, what's in the back? Oh, I guess, never mind. So this is a GG. And Drifblim actually beats Stunfisk in the one shield. As if you keep debuffing, these Rock Slides start to do almost... not enough damage, and they can't farm you down, so they have to throw. So at this point, they should just quit. There you go. They quit. It is warm in here, as I can't have the AC on. All right. Which is why I'm drinking a lot of water. It's getting hot. Was that the last battle? Is that 4 or 5? Okay, let's see. Snorlax, a great lead. Let's see what they come out with. They come out with their own Toxicroak and Drifblim hard walls Toxicroak because it resists everything just like it does for Needle Queen. I think I'm just going to try to take it out. And at this point, because I know they'll come back in with Snorlax, which is fine because if I just keep debuffing it, just none of their charge moves do anything. They're just going to have to be able to give me with lick damage. And then I think you're able to, I think the lick damage does the same until the second debuff. Does less than 1 damage. I'm not 100% sure on that. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So as you can see, Drifblim can hold its own against, and I might survive. It's gonna survive this body slam. I might be able to just get to another one, and I might be able to survive this one with a sliver and get to the next Icy Wind. Yeah. So it's just Drifblim. Sometimes it's just too overpowered. Its typing is so unique that it walls things, and its moveset is just great. All right, so Lugia in the back. That's a GG. That's the first Lugia I've seen on Remix. I actually thought about adding Lugia to my team. Was that? Did I already? All right. I must have not been paying attention. This is 2 sets, I assume. Let me double check. Yeah. We're probably in set number 2 already. Oh, yeah. The first set was a 4-1. What am I talking about? This is the last set of the day. All right. We have a Goodra here. And I'm going to go straight Icy Wind. The thing is, Goodra usually runs, Power Whip and Muddy Water, which is terrible moves, and they don't do anything to Drifblim. The only thing it has is Draco Meteor that will hurt, and it does Draco Meteor me, and I only survived because I did debuff it. But that's fine because as long as I keep Switch here, I should be okay. And they're going to come back in with their Mug, probably farm me down, which sucks. They're going to get a lot of farm because they're resisted Poison Jabs. So I'm going to go back in with my Toxicroak, throw off this super effective Mud Bomb. Let's see how they decide to play this. And usually they're running Thunder Punch and Dark Pulse. This one's running Acid Spray. So I let it go in case it was a Dark Pulse. And we have a Dragonite, but I do have 2 shields. Dragonite, Shadow Dragonite is very squishy in any league that's not Master League. So as you can see, that Dark Pulse did a ton of damage, which is, for Mandibuzz, that's a lot. It did almost 3/4 of its health. So at this point, I just really have to get a Aerial Ace off. And I let the Dragon Claw go through. I might overfarm a little bit more. Just there. I could have probably farmed it all the way down, but because I don't think the Muck has any energy left anyways. And I could have just shielded and had maybe 2 Dark Pulses. But that's fine. This is a safer play too. Just to go back into Toxicroak and just pressure shields with my Mud Bombs. And do I let it go? I let it go. It was a Thunder Punch. Can I? What I do have a shield though, and I don't even need the shield. Is this enough? This is why I run Dark Pulse, because it is enough, right? Maybe Foul Play might not have been enough. Well, Dark Pulse, Umbreon. I mean, Flying Umbreon Bird. Turkey Umbreon is working really well. Case, whatever his name is next. So we have a decent lead, I guess, but they're running a Shadow Claw Typhlosion, not a Incinerate Typhlosion. So do they let this Mud Bomb does a ton to Typhlosion, and I try to catch the Blast Burn here. Am I successful? Yeah, obviously. I mean, what other move would it be? It's not a Solar Beam yet, and they would never Solar Beam a Toxicroak. That would be ridiculous. So, I mean, Kingdra's still scary. Every time I see a Kingdra, I'm never 100% sure how to handle it. So I think the best thing to do when it is a safe swap is to chip at it once, maybe throw a Mud Bomb, and then switch into Mandibuzz or Drifblim, depending on what the lead was and what I think I want to align in the back. But usually you have to chip at Kingdra, because then you'll lose Switch because it's so bulky and it has that potential to debuff you with what's that move called? Hoobastank. What is it called? Not the band. Octazooka. So take it out. Let's see what's in the back. Okay, I lose this match for sure here. Oh, I remember this. Oh, that's so frustrating. After a really good start too. Yeah, it's okay. That's a GG with 2 shields. Let's see. I think this is the last battle. Let me check. Should be. Let's see. Scrafty again. Scrafty leads. A lot of Scrafty leads, which is nice for this. Let's throw a Sludge Bomb. Here's another example situation where I should bait because they. Oh, I do bait. Okay, good. I've learned my lesson by the 5th set because they always shield because they know that I can just easily Sludge Bomb and dip. Now you do get to the Sludge Bomb. Now, do I bait again? I don't think I should have baited because I don't think I get to the Sludge Bomb anyways. I should have just gone Sludge Bomb. But I can get to the... Okay, well, I get to the Mud Bomb. So I guess... Wasn't that bad. I still get damage off. And can I farm down? No. Do I catch a Dazzling Gleam? Probably. Hopefully... Oh, it's a Weather Ball, so they're probably running Side Shock. But this game is looking like it's in my favor at this point because I took out their... Pretty much their Ninetales is dead. And I have a good situation here against this Scrafty, especially because I do have a shield. I just need to get off one more Arrow Lace. There's no way they can counter me down at this point. Power Punch is not going to do enough. And Drifblim with a shield is pretty dangerous even against hard counters because it can just debuff you, shield, and then just Shadow Ball or whatever. So I'm pretty confident that this game is over. Let's find out what's in the back. Exactly. This game is over. I know they're going to try to catch, so I'm not going to throw right away. And there it is. Just like I made the mistake in the previous game, I didn't make it the second time. All right, so I hope you liked those battles. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, another 4-1 set. So I'm going to keep using this team. Maybe I can get into the expert range soon. This season I've been doing terribly. So I'm hoping that this team works out for me. Give it a try. It seems to be working pretty well. And if you make sure you also check out my podcast, the Well Lords podcast, found anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'll put the link below and leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.